Tweet, 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 tweet. Hot damn, tweet real quick. Alright, hello, internet. Peace here. With Splatoon 2, like I was wanting to do last night, but the internet was like, nope, and I was tired, and I didn't want to deal with it. Good news is, I got a backup since I was playing it earlier. I'll probably hop into that. It'll be Fire Emblem Warriors. I'm just going to wrap up going after Celica and probably move on to going after Lyn and unlocking the two of them. And having to do whatever I need to do to get there. It's not connected properly. Shit. Close out. Because it's not on the right Wi-Fi. One moment, folks. Actually, this is what stuff's made for. Here's a BRB screen while I get to the correct internet connection. I forget it defaults to the wrong one. Alright. Alright. Should be good now. Be-doo-doo. We're all good. Damn it, I just went through this. Game! Oh well, for those who don't know, this is what's going on in Splatoon 2 right now. Alright. Now we should be fine. And I should be able to connect to the internet. And the internet should be stable. And if it doesn't... at least in 2 weeks I'll be able to actually stream Splatoon 2 properly. Because I'll be back home for a week for spring break. And if timing is right... an X8 Brave Insnight figure art, which should be waiting for me when I get there, because I ordered them yesterday. And found a middleman service called Buy that will actually buy stuff off Amazon Japan for you for a bit of an upcharge. Not a super bad upcharge, mind you, just a bit. Ow, shit! Charged right at me with that paintbrush. Yeah, this zip line's new. Ah, shit! Damn it, I got it nowhere. That's because I got charged super hard right there. Ah, I got one of them. I didn't get the other one, unfortunately. Oh, that's not game. Somehow, some way, that's not game. Ow! Damn it. Damn inkjet bastard. I see you running out the other side of the map. Make them chase us. Go, 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 go! Get up there! Yeah! Victory! I'm still an A+. For now. That will probably change by the end of the stream. Because I got 3 cracks on my bar, and I think if I lose another game, that drops me a rank. Oh, I did the worst. Jesus. Also, I am the second lowest person on the team. Excuse me. Ugh. Super burpy after the pizza I had today. I saw the news about Rabbit Tank Sparkling and Cross Charge both being released in Figure Arts. It still kind of makes me worried about Muteki, but I have to keep in mind that we only got Type Strider on last year, the start of last year. And we still haven't gotten Mugen, which, I don't know. Maybe we're getting Mugen first and then Muteki, or Muteki's in the pipeline and it will come out whenever we get after we get Max Mighty, which might be sometime later this year. I don't know. It just sucks. I think this is like how, I assume this is how a lot of people who like Ghost and do pick up Figure Arcs feel about like not getting Mugen at all and barely getting anything out of the Ghost line. Except for like the bare minimum. Ow! Bastard. Okay, we moved it like an inch. Damn it! I hit the dodge. It did not go. I died before it went off. Yeah, back your ass up, son. Oh. Ah! Got 2 of you. To you with that quick fire. Ow. That was a trade. Come on. Not enough. We're super close. We got it super close. Ow. Dang it. Thought I could skirt around there. Nope. Denied. I lost it. Damn it! Fuck! Didn't even think about up there. I didn't even realize they could come up there. It's right there. Granted, all we need to do is really run out the clock. We have the advantage. Gotcha. Hi. Shit. That's a problem. Take it, go. Take it, go. Take it, go. Go. Got it. Nice. That puts me in S, doesn't it? S, baby. Oh, God. And my jacket gets swim speed. Always get utility ones that I don't care for. Yeah, swim speed. Thank you so much. I don't need swim speed. Ooh, excuse me. Somebody's got a Luna Blaster. Ah, I missed him. Damn it. Ow, damn it. I was hoping they'd just continue to shoot at it and not shoot at me, but, yeah, oh well. Wow, I had no shots on him right there. Ah, damn it. Got to back up for that. Yo, screw you. I knew someone was behind me, but I wanted to burst it. I knew I was dead no matter what. I tried to go for the team play. Yeah. 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 Oh, I could have gone for it. shit. I jump. Ah, shit, I can't go up that way. Fuck. Ow. We need to lead, like, now. Ow, shit. Damn it. Oh, we got it. Oh, Jesus, we got it. Woo. That was a big push from whoever got it right there. Damn. That was clutch play. I didn't even see who got the clutch play. That was clutch as fuck. God, I am so far down in the levels. This is what I get for playing ranked play. I'm level 18, and I'm still an S. I don't know if that shows how good I am or how good my teammates are that have carried me this far. I'm willing to bet the latter. I'm not retreating. Ah, shit! Ow! I thought I'd duck around them instead of going straight up middle. I thought I'd duck to the side, since it seems like the side's usually where this plays out anyway. Fuck, damn it! Ah, that was a poorly timed laser on our part. Goddamn Stingray, right when we pick it up, and they know exactly where I am, so I was dead no matter what I tried. Ah, you rat bastard. Get the fuck away from our spawn. Shit. Shit. Ow. I got distracted. I let myself get distracted. That was bad. I took my eye off the Rainmaker. That was a piss poor decision on my part. Very. Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh, I still got him. Nice. But somebody spawned in on top of him. Damn it. Get out of here. Damn it! I only have one person in that. Ow! I died. I could have got more, but I did not line it up fast enough before I clicked. Hi. Nope. No, back the fuck up. I missed. Dang it. Damn it! Ah, the Luna Blaster got me. They finally pushed me off. Ah. I held as long as I could. Ah, bastards. They shoved it to mid. No. Nope. Damn, they pushed it to mid. That way it reset, so we could not get it. Ah, you cheeky bastards. They got it. Damn. Cheeky little bastards. Guess it's not a shutout. One shake, but no crack. Tomorrow I get to be playing Pokemon Go a whole bunch since Dratini is going to be swarming all over. And that means I can actually get me a Dragonite with Draco Meteor, most likely. I think I'm just going to catch Dratinis non-stop for the entire, 4-hour session, 3 to 4 hour session. It's 1 to 4, is that a 3 to 4 hour session? Just sit there and I'm grabbing every single Dratini I can. If I can get a Dragonite, even if it's not without Draco Meteor, that'd be fine. Which means I need 200 candies at minimum. Ow! Damn it! Still got me. Bastard. No, that's pin a missile. Make it. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ow. Damn it. I got caught in the ink. Damn it. I got caught and just died right there. I pushed it as much as I could. Oh, almost got the 4. And I got everyone except the Rainmaker. Ooh. Ow. another pin missile? Jesus. Yeah. Ah, damn you! Ah. Tricky little bastard got me. No, you don't. You're not making that run. Whoop. Catch me if you can. Yeah. What? Ow. Oh, damn it. Pin a missile. Pin a missile. Not pin a missile. Pin a missile. Yeah. Words are not my friend tonight. Ow. Probably shouldn't put myself there, but oh well. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, 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 go. Aw, one short. One fucking short. Aw, come on, game. Get off. Ah, you bastard. He was right there. Come on, we are one fucking short. We can get it back there and literally move it like an inch more. No. 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 God damn it. No. Help there to stop me from being swarmed. Damn it, we lost. 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. God. Ugh. At least it was close. There's the first crack. The first of many. And then after the stream tonight, I have to sit down and do up articles. I'll probably do releases tomorrow after I get up. I want to do at least articles tonight for the show tomorrow. I have been stuck on skate park every single time. Ow! Well, I'm dead. I got blown up in midair. Oh god, you are moving quick, you little bastard. Ow! I got... Jesus! We gonna get steam... We got steamrolled. Damn! Ah! Steamrolled off the bat. Ugh. I didn't even get a kill. They didn't even have time to get a kill. I just died twice. And apparently off something I saw from the Discord for Pokemon Go I follow. Apparently shiny Dratini's are out and about in the data. So folks might be able to not only pick up a Draco Meteor Dragonite, but also a shiny Dragonite tomorrow. All depends. There's a level 5 S rank in here. Holy shit. That is even more impressive. Mine. Nope. Oops. No. Shit. If I moved a little faster, it would have been fine. Stupid suction bomb. Where are they going? Mid. Shit, I jumped off at the wrong time. No, you don't. I saw you duck behind here. Ah, damn it. Got me. I was pointing at the ground too much. Well, at least we have the lead. That is a good thing to have in Rainmaker, is just the lead. Ah, didn't get out of it fast enough. Damn it. That Inkjet went nowhere. Or Stingray. Not Inkjet, Stingray. Calling specials wrong now. Oh. Damn. That damage just blew right through me. That's a quick special charge up. Oh, come on. Damn it. I platformed badly. Whoop. Fucking damn it. Stingray? The tail? Was it the tail in his Stingray? God damn it. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. No, you don't. Nice. That's victory. I almost got my second ability on my jacket right now. Of course, I'm not gonna super hope on catching a shiny Dratini, even if it is out tomorrow. Okay. Let's see if we can get back in there. I think I can catch a Dragonite. Since it's only 100 candies, rare candies, that wouldn't be too bad. Or not catch a Dragonite, get a Dragonite. Since it's only 100 candies, it's not super bad, but I don't think my luck's gonna turn out for a shiny. I only got lucky and got a shiny Love Disc because it spawned on the dorm. It spawned at the dorm. I got extremely lucky on that one. Somebody with the amiibo armors. I know. Ah, damn it. I should have rolled towards him. Is that the new Luna Blaster, or is that... I forget what the new Luna Blaster is, even though I saw it, like, 30 minutes ago. Ah, you little rat bastards! No, 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 no. Oh, they are trying so hard. Ow! They were laying every trip mine in existence to get me right there. I am a dodgy little bastard when I can be sometimes. Yeah. Ah, you son of a bitch. I stopped dead in my tracks right there. I would love some new dualies. Shit. I couldn't get both of them. Ah, you son of a bitch. Damn you and your suction bombs. I know you're still mid. Ah, you... Oh, come on. I hate those Luna Blasters. They have so much damage for so little fire rate. Like a little less damage on those sometimes. Ow. I got two of you and couldn't get the third. That's about to kill our Rainmaker. Or not, because he missed! Dodge you, son. Oh, I got duped! No, you don't. Fuck you. And fuck both your teammates. Ah, damn it. At least I got it back mid. Away from our base. Damn it, they got lead. Excuse me. Pardon me. Ah, damn it, brotherfucker. Ah, damn it. Ah. Whitefire got me super bad there. Didn't help I fucked up my platforming super bad. Get out of here. Aw, damn it. Mm-hmm. Get him, get him, get him, damn it. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Go, 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 please, come on. Ah. We're gonna lose this by 2 points. I already had a 1 point loss. Am I gonna get a 2 point loss? I'm gonna get a 2 point loss. Ah, yep, it's a 2 point loss. It's over. Come on! A 1 point loss and a 2 point loss today. Damn. At least I know I can stay competitive with S-rank people. I'm not sure how, but I can. With randomized gear while people have fairly standard, like standard meta gear, I would think. Even though, did someone sit down and like figure out what would be the meta for Splatoon 2? If you can even call such a thing. Okay. Probably doesn't help that I've been on skate park the entire time. Damn it! Damn you and your perfectly placed grenades. Ow. Ah! That splashdown did not help to just obscure my vision to be able to see where the fuck I'm shooting. Appreciate that, teammate. Ah, damn it! Not enough damage! No, you don't. Take it and go. No. Ah. Oh. Flank around. Oh, come on. Ah. Ah, shit. I was hoping that'd be far enough. I don't know why I didn't think it. I thought that'd be far enough. That was not going to be far enough to stay away from that grenade. I should have backed up. Ow, fucking hell. Ow. Rat bastard. Let us get it so he can kill us. Smart. Ah, come on! Yeah, they got the lead. Come on, take it back around. Go, 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 go. Ah, can't get my aim, you cheeky little bastard. You so fucking got lucky. Ah. Oh, come on! God, those grenades have been super accurate on me right now. I'm not gonna have to get 10 missile will help. And I think that's game. Yeah, it's game. They got Rainmaker and they backed it right the fuck up to their base to stop us from getting them. Well, I'm gonna duck out and just go play Turf War for a bit. I'm not playing League Battle. Turok and Turok 2 coming to Xbox One? Neat. I remember those games. Oh, God's sakes. It's my first time on this map, I believe. Yep. I haven't been on Museum? Museum. The museum before. Well. Oh, God. Oh, I got 3. Try to get my angle right so I could get that little extra points there. Alright then, if you're not gonna come after me, goodbye. Oh, whoop. Cannot platform correctly right now. You roller! Goddamn rollers! Every time, all the time. Oh, you fucking piece of shit. I should have got that. I should have, but I fucked it up. There is no reason I shouldn't have won that encounter. Besides me being terrible. Oh god. Don't overshoot. You are the only person who's killed me! Nope, okay, it was the other guy. I thought it was the roller again. Goddamn rollers. They are the worst thing to face in this game sometimes, I swear. Fuck you. They got 2 rollers, don't they? Yeah, you do. I got one of them with the tennis missile. Ow! Kill one roller, back up into the other one. My luck indeed. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Goddamn curling bombs everywhere. I'm starting to think we're probably going to lose this. This has been kind of back and forthy, but they've gotten the superior ink coverage, I think, a good bit. Yeah, we lost. Ah, come on. I don't want to start Turf War with a loss. Especially a loss like that. Well, the good thing is, with spring break coming up, that gives me time to do other things that aren't related to school for fucking once. God, I feel like I've had, like, no time to really do anything. So I think... Wow, that entire lobby disappeared while I was looking away. I think what's going to happen for me is over spring break is you'll get the usual streams. I'm not going to stream any more than I normally do. All the communication errors right now. Jesus. So you get the Wednesday, Thursday stream. I'm going to keep it Wednesday even though I won't be doing anything Tuesday. I'm going to keep it Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. That's weird. I've never seen that before outside of joining up with a friend. I think you could get that just running solo. But I think I'm going to try to get... Wow. Well, we're sitting here for 3 minutes. I think I'm going to try to get some writing done for stuff I have. Like, some writer-related stuff. Some archive fiction stuff, just to get it out of my head. I want to do, like, a monthly like, best of, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm just going to have to just go through a month and pick up what clips I want and just have an end of the year thing of all the highlights from over the course of the year. That's what's going to happen. Because I have all the streams for January loaded in a project file right now. Don't have all the February, even though we've got, outside of the podcast, one more stream. Yeah, about one more stream, which would be the last stream of the month, actually. This last week's gonna suck because I've got a test Monday, I've got half a test Tuesday, and then another half of the test Thursday, and then that half the test Tuesday is gonna be followed by a lab because of fucking course it will. Because my teacher does not believe in pacing one goddamn bit. So here's half a test, and now do a lab, and it's going to be a supremely long lab that no one's going to get done in the time we have, I think. Yeah, the time we have Tuesday, so we're going to be once more having to do it the following week, which means, oh joy, we have to wait 2 weeks to do the fucking lab. And if he fucking expects us to do it over spring break, that shit ain't happening, because I'm going home for the weekend, or for the spring break. And that's like 2 hours away from here. I ain't coming back to work on a fucking lab. Fuck that nonsense. I'm not even coming back to work on a senior project. I'm going to get what I want to get done this week, which is just get our on-off switch, our LCD screen up and running, and maybe get the buttons wired up. I might not be able to get to that this week. That more just depends on how wiring goes, or how the wiring and coding goes. But if I can get those 3 things done this week, that'll be fantastic in my book, because that is a majority of the things I need to get wired up, because the only thing left is the temperature sensor. There's something else. My level sensor, which is just a limit switch, so they can just copy and paste we can just copy and paste the limit switch code like elsewhere and display it properly. But I just need to get the menuing right on the LCD screen. Darn, I'll be looking for internships over the break, but I got one place I can apply internships for, which I'm not applying until like next week. Just so if they want a fucking interview, if they look at my resume and go, you look like someone we might hire, maybe. If they ask for an interview, I'll actually be home for the interview. Granted, their internship's non-specific on when it is, because if it's during the fall, I can't do that. If it's during the spring, cool. Or they're not the spring, the summer, cool. If not, then it ain't happening. And I'm just waiting on my teacher to whine and moan and complain at me for not looking for internships, and it's like, I've looked, just no place is available for me, and what the fuck? Okay, we're backing out. Because that's just weird. Okay, no, we're good now. I was like, what the fuck? Because he wants people to be looking for internships and stuff, and it's like, people would look, and if they find one, they'll find one. If not, then it either means they couldn't find one, or they didn't look. I don't think I should be harshly graded for going, yeah, only like one company is offering internships that my degree would qualify for to start with. I don't know where the rest of them were. Ah, damn it. Stupid bucket. Ah, son of a bitch. Get him, please. Thank you. I see you right there. Ooh, I almost fell off the map. Right there. That would have been bad. Oh. Ooh. Flirt with that again. I didn't even see that person there. Uh-oh. Yeah. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, fuck, damn it. God damn camping asshole. Somebody get up there and kill him, please. Yeah, back your ass up. Get out of here. Sorry, but this is a no camp zone. You have to take your campfires elsewhere. Oh. Wow, you were really bad at killing me right there. Just saying. Oh, Manabank. Team, we doing? Doing anything productive over there? Nope. Of course. I gotta take this weekend to study, which is what it is. My Monday test shouldn't be too bad. The Tuesday, Thursday split in half test is what worries me and also annoys me because we have like a 5-hour lab that we could take this test in. But no, we had to split it up over 2 1-hour sections and be like, here's 4 problems apiece. And look at the homeworks and study them and figure out how to do all the homeworks. Hopefully you know how to do all the homeworks. Or both homeworks, since it's one homework a test. I swear this teacher doesn't understand the concept of pacing at all. Granted, I say teacher. Most of the people I have classes with that teach them don't have teaching degrees. They are researchers who have to teach class. So the reason they're bad at being teachers is because they don't know how to be teachers. Instead of trying to be better at it, they just do what they've always done, and people will pass or fail accordingly. Which makes me super confident in my ability to get a job based off all this learning and education I've gotten. God damn it! Bastard. He's hiding right in the corner. The slimmest little corner there is right there. Shit! Sniper. Oh. That was a trade. Curling bomb. Or no, Tri-Slosher. It wasn't the curling bombs? Wow. Granted, that might have been my team's curling bombs, because I was just like, wow, how the fuck am I dropping into the middle of a curling bomb mess? Well, I fell. And I'm being shot at. Fucking train, of course. That was a trade. Oh, I'm not getting up there anytime. Shit! I took too long to back up. Of course, this next week, Thursday, is a big day for my senior design team because, for those that don't know, I'm in college, mechatronics major. It's my second to last semester. Senior design is our big capstone project. We're making pancake bots, and next Thursday, all the teams need to be making pancakes. Well, my team is making pancakes for the most part. Our pancakes aren't flipping off our flippers, but it's more so to do with our recipe than our design. The design I had, not design, the recipe I had probably has a little bit too much cake batter. Cake batter, just too much in general for testing purposes. So it's sticking because of that cake batter. If we take it off, we should be fine. A regular pancake should flip on this, no problem. But we're making pancakes. One team, I swear, has made no progress and only has like one flipper done from the looks of it. I don't know when when their bot's going to get put together, but it needs to be put together and running before Thursday. And that's the other flipper team. That is just basic flippers that are flipping pancakes off a griddle. The other three teams essentially have either a CNC machine or essentially like a robot arm that moves along a track to dispense pancake batter along our griddles that we have to cook on. And from there flips the pancakes necessarily. My technically former neighbor, but I still always call him my neighbor. His team are still machining parts. Shit! Not enough. His team are still machining parts, but they have, I think they have, like, last I remember him saying to me, is they have a lot of their, is they've kind of split up. Half the team's working on the machining, half the team's working on the programming. So hopefully once they get all this machining done, they can just assemble and have the program running and make one pancake, because we all have to do is make one pancake for, that's not, good thing I backed up, because that's not where I need to go. Ow. Where the fuck did he come from? So, I'm hopeful there. One team had their frame, essentially frame and track pre-assembled, or pre-made. They just had to put it together. Oh, thank God. Oh, I got lucky there. But as far as I know, they're still working on their programming. I have seen their motor move like 3 times, and I think they've crashed it twice. Or crashed it into their machine twice, which is a bad sign. And then the team, there's another team, the 5th team, that I believe they had their bot assembled at one point, but they've taken it apart, I think, to work on the programming of it. I think they're okay. I think. I'm not sure. They're the one team that I probably know the least about in terms of their progress. No! Shit! The splashdown so much. But yeah, I'm worried for people about not being able to make this deadline, because making a pancake this next Thursday is a grade. It's only 50, I think it's 10%. Is there 10 or 15% of our grade? But it's a grade. It's a part of our grade. And it's as far as I remember, it is a pass-fail. So you either get 100, or you don't, and you get a 0. And I'm just like, that's a lot of a grade. Not a lot, but like that's a bit of our grade. That is just going to be a big old 0 if they don't make it. And I'm worried for them. I'm scared for them. I'm concerned. And when that happens, like, my instincts kick in to try to help. But I know I can't, like, go over and help. It's not my place. It's not my position. It's not my job. I want to help. I want to be like, I will machine a part. I will wire a thing. I will do something to help. But I know I can't, because it's not my place, not my position, not my team, not my anything. It is not my problem. But in 2 months, end of April, we have to be having these bots up, ready, running, making pancakes consistently for probably like 3 hours or so as we present them to faculty, staff, whoever else, students who drop by that are lower on track in the program, or lower down the line, or earlier in the line on the program, family, friends who drop by, any like industry people who might be there scouting. Because I think there was a couple. I have no ink. Look at me not pay attention to the game. I think there was a couple industry people there last time, because I went to the last senior design showcase that was last semester. Ah, damn it! Goddamn Tri-Sloger. And bonus for us, a bunch of kids from, I think it's an elementary or a middle school, or a bunch of kids are going to be dropping by. And we're going to be showing off the pancakes. So it's like there's going to be a lot of people, and, you know, a lot of people looking forward to our stuff. And if only, like, to give a rough estimate, considering there were 4 teams last semester that were presenting bots. Only one of them was working accordingly. 2 of them, one of them couldn't do the other, I guess I might as well explain it. Nope. Time to back up. Shit! I got blanked. Teams last semester had to make a bot that will follow a track that was taped out on the ground. They had to follow that line, and they had to pick up a dumbbell along that line and carry it. One team was able to do that. Another team could follow the track, but their bot was unable to pick up the dumbbell because their motor burned out. There was another team, I don't think they could still follow the track, but they couldn't pick up the dumbbell. And one team that could do neither, because their bot would topple over comedically if it even tried to do anything. Back the fuck up. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just doing a dance over here. Trying not to die. I don't know if we won it or not. So that's 25%. So that's 1/4 make it to the finish line complete. 2/4 almost complete. We still lost. Damn it! That is... Oh, fucking hell. That was a close percentage loss, too. 2/4 that didn't make it all the way, but still made it some way. And 1/4 who didn't make the finish line. That's not the best odds. If you consider that kind of spread for us, it means that 1 or 2 teams are going to make it completely. 1 team might make it halfway, or 2 teams will make it halfway, and then 1 team won't finish. So it's not the best odds, and like this is something major, and I would feel bad for anyone who couldn't get their bot running completely and not able to go at the end of this, because for most of this class, they're graduating this semester. This is their last semester. This is the last thing they're going to do collegiately outside of whatever classes they have to take, or whatever finals they have to take the week after, because we're presenting these the week before finals week. But like, this is the last big thing they're going to do at the school for their degree before they walk across stage, get their degree, or get a piece of paper, and then have a piece of paper mailed to them that says, "You are smart, go get job." This is their last big project, and not being able to complete that in their career here on a high note, that has to suck. And I feel bad for that happening to anyone there. So I want to hope and pray that we all make it. But with 2 months left to go, and still a lot of work to be done in those 2 months, especially if no one's able to meet this milestone marker of just make a pancake. I don't know. I'm concerned. And maybe I'm worried for nothing. Alright, you little bastard. Get back here. I said get back here. God damn it. Make him chase around. Chase him around for nothing. Oh, get on ledges. Nope, that didn't work. I was hoping to roll into him, get the shots in, kill him, and nope. Denied. And maybe all this extra worry and concern might be the fact that I don't have the kind of background that a lot of people in here have. I don't have a lot of engineering, outside school engineering experience, or the kind of experience you would have if you were someone normally pursuing this degree. So maybe I'm misjudging the timeline of stuff for these groups and when they can get this stuff done. And it might also be that I am one of the older people in the class. I am very much the oldest person on my team by a few years at least. Ow. Damn it. And maybe it's that. Maybe it's just I'm one of the older people. I feel like I want them to have this really cool experience of being able to say, hey, we made that in time, on the mark, on schedule. And like wanting to help is that bit of me that is older than them. It's just like, I want to help because I give two shits about competition since we are competing over nothing. We are literally competing for nothing. Oh, God, I got neither one of them. Oh, come. Splashdown for the dodge and the kill. That was a beautiful move. It's like, we're competing for nothing, so I'm like, I don't care about this competition. I don't care that we're split up in teams. If it comes down to it, I would like to help them. To help somebody else, because we're making progress on my team. If we keep on track, we will be done ahead of schedule. And if we end up being where we need to be, like, several weeks in advance, and all we have to do is a whole bunch of paperwork stuff, like, I don't mind doing that paperwork, but that paperwork is going to be small potatoes compared to, like, maybe helping the other teams get the bots done. There's 4 other teams, there's 4 of us. I know I'm talking nonsense, and was like, no. This will never happen, but, well. Oh. Oh, shit, that's a tennis missile on me! Holy shit, I got someone with a tennis missile. Nice! Oh, you... Oh, God! God! Dang it! Brush. Goddamn brush. I did see on Twitter, I don't know if this is confirmed or not. I kind of wanted to dig into it and see that apparently, possibly, maybe Konami is selling extra save slots for Metal Gear Solid Survive as, or Metal Gear Survive, not Metal Gear Solid Survive, Metal Gear Survive as DLC. If that is true, that might be one of the dumbest things I have ever heard have to be being sold as DLC. Ever. Like, that's up there. I missed the 4. Oh, God, you were right in front of me. Get the fuck out of here. Whoop. Yeah. Got him. Nice. Ah, dang it, I rolled right into that death. And lighter news, at least for me personally, I still don't know how to feel about Legendary Patch Ranger. Shed put out his video, and I listened to most of it. I think I skipped over the build portion. I might have to go back and listen to the build portion of it, but I listened to most of his Lupin Ranger Patch Ranger talk. And I kind of have to agree with him. Like, the Lupin Rangers are getting the chunk of the character development. They're getting a chunk of the bigger, like most, if not all, of the character development, all of the introduction. We know very little about the Power Rangers, and another loss. Come on, I want to win in Turf War right now. Jesus, can't buy a win to Turf War. But I want to like this show because there's a lot of things about the show that I like. I like the Lupin Rangers look. I love their aesthetic. I love the look of the villains we have and the fact that they're just a mob that don't really want to take over the world. They just kind of like, we still... I like the idea that we have this, like, just collection of items that are the basis of not only our half of our villains' powers, but words. Excuse me. But, like, part of the overall narrative. Like, I like a lot of stuff in here, but there's a lot of stuff to not like, in the fact that, like, half the premise of this show is not being capitalized on, and it was a major fear of mine going into this show. Like, it was a concern I always had of, we got a Versus Sentai series. Like, not only was I worried about the possibility of us only being focused on a red of the team, which right now is kind of happening to the Power Rangers, but it's mostly in the aspect that, like, they have so little time. The only one that's even gotten to have, like, that many lines to say anything, let alone develop their character, is Red. But the Power Rangers are kind of being pushed to the wayside, and from episode 3, it looks like we're still keeping a focus on the Power Rangers, or the Lupin Rangers, and that just concerns me. Because, like, I said this to my neighbor the Wednesday I was talking to him, like, and I asked him the question of, like, if the show doesn't deliver on half its premise, can you still call that a good show? Because I want to call Lupin Ranger Power Ranger a good show, because I think the best way to sum up the first 2 episodes is, if this was just a Lupin Ranger show, and it was just the 3 Lupin Rangers, we didn't have anything about the Power Rangers, we didn't have any of that, this would probably be a pretty good, if not great, introduction to a Sentai series. Like, it'd be good and great. I only got 1 fucking person out of that. Nope. I deny you your special, whatever it was. Ow! Oh, I almost died for that. God damn it. I think it was just like, yeah, it might be an average show, and then it would suck to be like, well, Lupin Ranger versus Power Ranger isn't a bad show, it's a decent show. It's like, well, it's an improvement over Q Ranger, which I did not like. I don't care where Q Ranger went later on in the show. Those first few episodes turned me so far off, I did not care. Fucking hell, really? God, I can't get a win in Turf War right now. It turned me off so hard, and Lucky was so obnoxious that I didn't care. I didn't want to be a part of it. And Zoojer was good to great. I enjoyed it. Ninja and Tokyuger turned me off early in the episodes. Like, this show still has room, especially for a Sentai series of the last few years, to just go off the rails and for me to check out. But, like, the Lupin Ranger stuff seems so good. And I'm hopeful. I really am. I'm really hopeful. And that's about all I can be right now. Is that things turn around, the Patter Rangers get focus. We do a lot more bouncing back and forth every, like, 2 episodes or every other episode. It might be better to do 2 episodes. That way, if you need the extended arc for a character, you have that. But right now, it's just... At least Build is being really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's probably going to be one of my... It's going to probably crack the higher end of my favorites list by the end. At least how I feel about it. If it kind of keeps track. I know the YouTube spin-off series, I'll probably watch it, but I kind of don't care at this point. Especially since the show itself is essentially went, yeah, everything Sento works for in that special just doesn't come to fruition because he doesn't have control of the Hazard Trigger still. He probably won't have control of the Hazard Trigger until we get to Rabbit Rabbit Tank Tank. Since I believe both of those use the Hazard Trigger. Oh, little bastard. Alright, let's see if I can get behind them and start eking up some territory. Ah, damn it. Willow! I'm interested in the Rouge side story, but since it's on DVDs, like, if it's gonna be anything like the Snipe one, it will probably feel like 1 or 2 episodes that got cut from the show, and we're gonna get it like the last part of it like well after the series ended, because that's what happened the Snipe miniseries. By the time we got the last episode, X8 was over. And it honestly just felt like an extended it felt like just 2 episodes from the series that got cut and shoved on a DVD. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Damn it. That's just how I felt about the Snipe special. I'm hopeful that the Build solo movie will be something interesting and cool, kind of like how the X8 movie is, at least conceptually. I still haven't seen it because subs are still not out for it yet. I probably wouldn't expect subs for it for maybe another few weeks or so, maybe. It really just depends. I would like subs for the X8 movie at some points, just so I can sit down and watch it. Since like another ending. I think one of the specials, one of those 3 movies comes out real soon. The Brave Snipe one. And that, like, another, like, true ending plays into another ending along with the, X8 Paradox, trick special. I think that's a Telebeacon special. I think it's a Telebeacon special. That plays into it as well, because I think it's kind of like a prelude to it. But I would just really like that X8 movie to get subbed soon. Because Hazy Generations Final, I'm excited to watch that when that finally comes out. Because both of the Hazy Generations movie are like, let's team up a whole bunch of characters that you like, good sir. Just like with Megamax, like, not as good as Megamax, but still really good. Or still pretty good in its own right. Like, Hazy Generations has its problems. And I think Wizard's portion of it kind of is a problem. Because it kind of makes no sense. But overall, I think it's still a good movie. But I still enjoy Hazy Generations. And Hazy Generations Files looks like it's an improvement on that. Even though Foundation X is kind of wasted from what I've heard in the movie. I still would like to see it. And I'm kind of hopeful for it. Well, we have a level 2 and a level 9. Jesus. Of course, in talks with the neighbors, he's almost convinced me, along with my experiences at this school, to just, like, instead of doing just straight articles, or written, or doing a video form of the written stuff I want to do, which, that would be pretty cool to do. The only problem is, one, YouTube, like, getting that shit onto YouTube and it staying on YouTube would be a hassle and a fucking half, to say the least. Like, Toei does not like their writer and Sentai stuff being on YouTube, no matter what the context of it is. Even if it's in review form, it is still like, nope. And I would like to use clips from the various shows to talk about that stuff, and, like, that's not happening. Ow. And there's no other real place to do that kind of stuff except Dailymotion. Meh. I'm not sure how receptive Twitch would be to that, or how their copyright system would take that. I'm going to assume not well. Especially since it's not gaming related in the slightest bit. So, like, unfortunately, the shit, you had super armor, didn't you? It's like, I knew the roller was right next to me when I did that, and I'm just like, ah, fuck. Fuck me. Hi. Ow. Damn it. That didn't work. That didn't work at all. So it might just stick in written form, unfortunately. I will say, if there was one thing I would love to do in video form, but it would be several videos per thing. It would be fairly time-consuming, is either I'm not just looking in the right places, or not that many people do in-depth story analysis of video games. Like, I know one person who does, and that is Games is Lit 101. He does story analysis of video games. Like, he essentially takes a video game and looks at it from a literature perspective, so it's more of a look at it from, like, its story and characters and themes perspective, and, like, how all of that plays together. And how games offer unique ways of playing into those aspects. I think one of the best examples he's brought up is Shadow of the Colossus, and how the controls and the music and a lot of the gameplay elements play into, and yay, victory, play into the overall themes and story and characters of Shadow of the Colossus. Like, I would love to do that. I would love to take a game and to just break it down to its story and characters and talk about those and, like, the goods and the bads of that. Because I know a lot of reviews tend to just have those be a part of the overall perspective, and I know a lot of people, more often than not, will talk more about the gameplay than the story in terms of reviews. And bear in mind, those are just reviews. They don't talk about the full story. They'll only talk about so much to get you in the know going into a game in terms of a buy, because those are what your reviews are for. But yeah, I would love a more in-depth story analysis, to do an in-depth story analysis series on games. Like, take something I've put 200 hours into, Persona 5, and break that down into its story and its characters. And, like, what works, what doesn't work. Like, the themes of each of those characters and how they interplay with each other. Or, like, something I've spent 80 hours in, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where, like, the Mass Effect trilogy. Even though I think I probably will not do as good of a job as Shinta did on his analysis of the entire trilogy. Well, goodbye, everyone. Jesus. Burn through all three of them right there. Oh, God. That's a curling bomb right by me. Hi, 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 hi. Oh. Ah, shit. I can roll forward. Like the Mass Effect trilogy, even things like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Like, for, like, not as much story and character stuff is there for Odyssey. I think there would be stuff to talk about. And, like, Breath of the Wild, mainly to kind of, like, go, well, here's the story that the game presents if you don't look into any of the books and stuff, or any of the diaries. And here's the story kind of buried in the game. And I feel like that would be a perfect chance to talk about the visibility of your story and the visibility of stories in video games, and how sometimes having your story not be very visible and upfront takes away from the game a little bit. Bear in mind, I'm not saying that Breath of the Wild is a bad game just because its story is not fully presented. I'm not. Breath of the Wild is still a great game, but the fact that that Zelda only exists in either flashbacks or a ambient voice that often starts with her calling your name 3 times, which I have to think is on purpose, reference to the Triforce there. Like, doesn't really help. And that the champions also only exist in flashbacks until you essentially say hi to them at the end of their respective Divine Beasts, and then they are not really around that much after that. Like, Breath of the Wild could be really, really, really good. Like, the next step up in good if its story was more visible. Which is weird for me to talk about, considering before I did this stream, Gerard, the completionist, did his review of Dark Souls 3. And he touched on that a little bit, with the fact that, like, Dark Souls, as a franchise, doesn't really put its story at the forefront. It, for lack of a better term, buries it under like items, and just it hides its story, and you have to dig for the big story of Dark Souls. And like that can be very, very off-putting for some people to just, it's like, I want to know the story of this cool world that I get to play in, but I have to do all of this research and essentially homework in order to understand it. Like, that kind of sucks. Nope. What's the 3? Headphones, quick respawn? Eh. Bomb defense up. Special charge up. Haunt? Okay. And what's opening gambit? Okay. Okay, so nothing. Like, talking about that would be, I think, an interesting thing to talk about. And granted, this kind of like deep dive story analysis could extend to Rider series and Sentai series I've watched. Even though I think Deshinsha, once more, does a really good job there in a deep dive analysis of those. I think if you, for instance, if you think Kyoryu Red Daigo is a bad red, I suggest you go watch Deshinsha's reviews, and where the entire review kind of puts forth the argument that Daigo isn't a bad red. He's not where the bad red started. The bad red started with Right and Tokyuger. It didn't start with Daigo. Daigo's a good red for the most part. The problems, if there's problems with Kyoryu, it's because it's the wrong writer for the wrong kind of show. Because it's Riku Sanjo, the person who wrote Double. Riku Sanjo's strengths in writing lie in small casts, in small casts, and stories that have like very small main casts. Which is why Double is such a really good show, is because like the main cast of Double is Shotaro, Philip, Akiko, and Teruri. Like, that's it. Everyone else has their role to fill, but they come in and out of the story as they are needed. No, fuck, damn it, I rolled into that. And that's why Double turns out really good, which is why Kyoryu doesn't turn out as well, because it is a 10-man Sentai team by the end of the show, with 4 characters who end up replacing 4 rangers. So in reality, it becomes a 14, individually a 14 team Sentai in the bigger scale, in the bigger scheme of things. So there's a lot of characters in Kyoryu, and it's hard to balance everybody. And because of Daigo's kind of connection in the show, connection to the overall plot of the show, like, he does get a bit more focus, but it's not like the rest of the team doesn't. Because they do. May not be best and perfect, but they get their focus, they have their moments. Daigo doesn't take away from anybody. Like, when it's not his episode and it's not his time to be in the spotlight, he is in the background. He is in the background just like anyone else would be in an episode with him, for where he's the spotlight. And of course, Shinta, along with this, essentially has a series review on the adaptation of Kyryuger for Power Rangers, Dino Charge, and proceeds to eviscerate the damn show. And I go, wow, this is a very, very stark contrast to the review Linkara did. Because Linkara, for those that don't know, Linkara is a comic book reviewer that also has the history of Power Rangers, where he's looked at every single Power Ranger series, where he gives a far more like a far nicer take on Dino Charge than Deshinta does. And I am like, wow, these are two very contrasting reviews. Even though they are very much on par with each other when it comes to Megaforce, at least, where Megaforce is a bad show. If you are looking to get into Power Rangers, don't watch Megaforce. Just don't. It doesn't matter what you've seen of Megaforce that makes you interested in it. Just don't. You are not gonna like what you get by the end. And Samurai, to some extent, I feel like. So it's weird, it's odd to see these contrasting views, but it's a good thing to see, because it gives you two different perspectives on the show. It allows you to see the good and the bad, or like the differences in viewing the good and the bad. But yeah, that's something I would love to do, but I know I don't have the time for. Especially for something like Persona 5, where it's like, I would not only be going back through the game again for the third time around. Granted, I'd be like blazing through the battle stuff, because I'd be essentially on New Game Plus at that rate, with like all the Personas, almost all the best equipment, or not the best equipment, but like the ability to just go, well, I don't need money for literally anything. Like, I can kind of do whatever I want. Ow. Bastard. That's a piss poor move. It'd be going through Persona 5 a third time in order to get footage, and to kind of like dig into every single social link again, since I've done every single social link. I just haven't I haven't done all the more intimate scene, or the dating of all possible people, which I feel for a story analysis that would be something to at least consider, like maybe in like a bonus video talking about the different relationships your character can have, or the different kind of intimate relationships you can have with the female cast members of Persona 5, and how some might feel better than others due to like overall theming and like the not optional written material, because each of these intimate scenes are optional, bear in mind. They are possibilities. Whereas other stuff in the game aren't. They're concrete stuff. They're concrete, they don't change no matter what your choices are. So seeing kind of like what works, what doesn't, would be kind of interesting. It was the same thing you would definitely want to bring up in a review that talks about Fire Emblem Awakening and Fates, because of the bond system there. How the different bonds lead to different kids, and like which bonds feel better than others due to how their social links work. I know there's a video out there, but I kind of didn't like the video guy that was presenting it. And it was more just a top 10 like canon relationships, instead of talking about like what would be the best relationships like per character or something like that. Beep, 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 beep. Ow. How the fuck am I not dead? I'm not quite sure how I didn't die that right there. I should have been dead. Oh, shit! Another thing for me to look at. God, there's so many RPGs, but like RPGs have like a lot of dense story material, mainly due to their time. When you have like a 40+ hour game, like there could be a lot of story and character stuff to talk about. There's a lot of the written word in there, so there's a lot to dig into. Like, yeah, that's something I wish I could do, but I know I don't have the time for. I know I definitely don't have the time for. I will say, speaking of this, Shinta, I am quite excited, even though I don't think it's till next year. His talks on Hibiki, or Blade and Hibiki. I'm curious on Blade, because I was kind of okay with Blade for the most part. I wasn't like I didn't super enjoy Blade, and I kind of felt the ending of Blade is, it kind of really forces it. Like, it tries to, like, throw out every potential out it could be before we get to the ending of Blade. But I feel like all of those have been in play before, and they've been okay. Which, again, feels weird. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something about Blade I'm missing. Which is... makes me especially go with, like, Kabuto, where I hate Kabuto with every fiber of my being. But I know people love Kabuto, and I just have to go, what do people love about this show? What do I miss about this show? Like, it's very... I know Fives is, I believe, a beloved show. But I know I probably didn't give the best take to Fives, especially since I was coming off of having to watch, kind of pushing myself for TGSR of watching 20 or 30 episodes of Kabuto. And I was not liking the show in the single digits to start with. And it only got worse over time for me. And I decided to be stupid and continue past that point where we stopped on TGSR for an extra couple episodes just to see what lay beyond. And those were definitely... fucking hell, they have us backed up super hard. They were definitely not turning out to be the best. So I knew... So going into Fives, which I knew was written by the same person, I might have went in there with a huge amount of bias... and going and expecting to just not like the show and not liking it because I was being biased as fuck about it. But hearing Shinta give it a good watching Shinta give it a good review, it makes me want to give Fives a second chance. But I also know that I'm going to be annoyed by a good portion of it because there's a lot of miscommunication by the characters. For, like, no fucking reason other than kind of drama. Even though an article I read kind of talked up how that miscommunication is a part of the overall theme of the show, and there's a reason it's there. It's not the best executed, but it's a reason there's there. So, I get a 3% loss. I don't know. I might give Fives a chance. I know Hibiki I might not go back to anytime soon because I stopped on Hibiki somewhere into the staff change. I stopped after a couple episodes after Armed debuted. I know I've watched through the Armed debut, and that is into the staff changeover. But which, for those that don't know, Commodore Hibiki had a staff change, a major staff change, like director, writer, like major behind the scenes people change on Hibiki. And lo and behold, Toshiki Inoue, I believe, was the one who took over the show. And the quality of Hibiki, which, bear in mind, Hibiki was a very different kind of writer series. It felt like a different kind of writer series coming off of Blade and others of the Heisei era before it. And people were really enjoying Hibiki for how like different and good it felt. And the staff changeover immediately introduced a little shit, essentially, who took over the show from our like main point of view character, had no business being in the show, kept being in the show. And what's even funnier is that he turned out to be the secondary... His actor goes on to be the secondary writer of Den-O in 2 years. But yeah, nobody wanted this character. This character was garbage for a lot of people. And they just had to... And it just kept getting forced on the audience. And also the overall writing of Hibiki kind of went down when the staff change happened. So, yeah, people did not enjoy it at all. Which, a weird thing is, for me at least, when I watched Hibiki through the staff changeover, I didn't feel the drop immediately. Like, I was expecting to go into the episode where the staff change happened and go, okay, this episode feels bad and terrible. And it doesn't. Like, the show feels fine, even through the ARM debut. It feels fine. Which makes me think that... I don't know. And I kind of hope that maybe Shinta can shed a little light on this for me when he does his review. Because he might know the behind-the-scenes stuff. I almost wonder if the initial few episodes didn't have a bit of staff, like the scripts were still done for those, and they just filmed those. Because to add to this weirdness already, the staff that did take over the show for Hibiki were the ones who did the solo film, which for a lot of people, the solo film is fantastic. And outside of the present day stuff with Armed, people consider it completely 100% in canon with Hibiki. Like, if you just ignore the opening and the ending of the movie, which take place in the present, because the majority of the Hibiki movie takes place in the past, and shows the formation of the organization that is at the crux that Hibiki himself and all of the Oni Kamen Riders are a part of. It essentially shows the formation of that organization, and from ancient times, or ancient I think it's feudal Japan? I don't remember. I don't think it's feudal Japan, but from ancient Japanese times, the formation of this organization, and like how it how it started. Like, if you know the opening and ending from the present, like, it's 100% in canon. There's nothing that contradicts the show. And the only thing about the opening and ending that contradicts the show is the fact that it introduces Armed in a completely different way than the show does. So, I don't know. Maybe there's something in those few episodes I didn't notice. Or didn't see. But yeah, that's one of the Heisei series I haven't finished. Ryuki's another one, but I don't think I want to go back to Ryuki. Especially considering it just is not good. Like, Dragonite is I think, for a lot of people, if you didn't like Ryuki, give Kamen Rider Dragonite, the American adaptation of Ryuki, a shot, because it is far superior than that show. In a way, like, throws, like, feels like a just thrash, other, like, ripping apart of Ryuki in terms of what it did to Rider. It's like, if you hated Ryuki and what it did, Ryuki and what it was saying, Dragonite refutes every bit of it and goes, these are riders, these are heroes. So, see, Ryuki, Faiz, Deno, I got through Zeronos's, what is that? His Zero form? I think it's Zero form. I want to say it's Zero form. I don't remember Zeronos's final form. His red form. But I was through that episode that debuted that form, but I didn't watch past then. And I think it's mainly because I was just bored of Deno. Kiva, I stopped watching mainly because I got tired of the show spoiling itself by going, oh, yeah, we're just gonna, every little surprise you would want to have in this show, we're gonna spoil the fuck out of. And it's just like, oh my god. And I don't think Kiva was that bad of a show. I just didn't like how it was, the way it was being presented. Okay, that doesn't let me go up. Good. Good to know. Goodbye, good sir. Shit! He hit on me super well right there. But I've seen through, as you've seen TGS, we covered the entirety of Decade on TGSR, and I think we covered all of its movies. No, we didn't cover not Chodino film. Dino Decade, I forget what it's called. That Decade's a fucking cameo in, so it doesn't count as a Decade movie, even though the couple of Dino episodes from the show lead into it, which makes me just cock my eyebrow and go, okay, I understand that the rest of the different writers are essentially alternate realities. It's like, yeah, I got that part. Does Dino count in that or not? Because I'm confused. Because I don't think it is. Because it doesn't seem like it is. And we didn't cover Movie War 2010. Honestly, it would be one of those things if we pick back up TGSR, which at this rate might not happen ever, mainly because we're focused on other stuff. Since we were covering Double, and we didn't go, we've already like watched A to Z on the show, and I would not want anyone to have to sit through Movie War Core, especially if you haven't seen O's, because oh boys, that is the O's portion of Movie War Core bad. Especially if you've seen O's, because oh boys, it's completely out of just wrong. Is the best way to put it. It's wrong. The double portion, great, fantastic. The crossover portion, good. The O's portion, bleh, just don't watch it. Skip that shit. I was maybe glad Double, at least, like Shotaro and Philip, got to at least be a part of Megamax, so they had a good crossover film with somebody from the Heisei era, because by God, did both of their team-up movies have two huge problems that weren't their portion. And I've seen everything from like Double through Drive. I haven't watched all of Ghost. I've kept up with what happened in Ghost, but I haven't sat down and watched all of Ghost. Mainly because Ghost like fell apart super hard for me in its run, and it's the first time I didn't like a show from Double onwards. Because I liked every show from Double onwards, even with any of its problems. Like, Wizard has some very, very... I wouldn't say big problems, but it's got problems, and it probably is the most problematic of the bunch. For me, at least. That's why it's kind of at the bottom of my favorites list. I did not know that person was there. Holy shit. Gotcha. I'm gonna pocket my Pentamissile for now. Tentamissile. I called it the Pentamissile again. Fantastic. Go me. I know someone's left. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that ain't happening. Yeah. Well, I'm dead. Get up. Haha, you fell. And that, well, good to know that even if you're beneath a splashdown, you still take the damage. Ran off. Oh, nope, he's right there. Shit. I will say this, I got part of, I think I just have the intro of an article talking about the final forms from like Double onward. I know someone might ask me like, what about like Kuga through Decade? The answer to that is there's not a lot to talk about for most of them, mainly due to how few forms a lot of the Heisei Phase 1 crew have. Like, Agito has 6 forms. Only like 2 of those you can have a conversation in terms of final form being final form. Kuga has 11. Original Kuga has 11, I think. 8, 19, 11. Yes, 11. And only really one of them is a conversation for a final form. Ryuki has 2. Fives has 3. Hibiki, or Blade has 3. Hibiki has 3. Kabuto has 2. I don't count his mass form as a separate form. Really, it's like the level 1 forms for X8. It's like your form by definition, but in a conversation of like differentiating forms, you're essentially ground. So it's like Kabuto has 3, Den-O has 5, 7 in the series. Yeah, about 7, I would say, in the course over the course of the series. Akiva has 5, yes, 5 over the course of the series. I think for the most part. I think it's 5. It might be 6 with one from the movie. 7 if you count the Televikun one. And Decade only has, like, 2. Unless you count all of his take the form of said writer, of insert X writer here, which doesn't really count in this kind of conversation. Or no, he has 3, technically. Technically. If we count that movie War 2010 form, which... meh. And I also don't count any variation of Decade Complete, because they are all the exact same fucking form. Which is different cards. They're not really that different from each other. They've never been shown to be that different. I think they're just meant to be contextually different. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about there. Like, there's plenty to talk about there in terms of themes and characters, but, like, in terms of, like, what is this character's final form, that's kind of stated. And considering that, for the most part, like, either I haven't seen all of that show, or it's been too long since I've seen that show, I'd rather leave that for another day. But I will say, if there's any character or any show in there that I would like to have a Final Form conversation about, and that's Kuga, and it's because of just something that keeps coming up that is a goddamn gripe of mine. And I know it's only me. Because nobody else gripes about this. Nobody else complains about this but me. And I know it's just me. But anytime I see anything about it, it gripes on me. And I feel like I want to say something about it, and that's Kuga. And I guess, since I'm playing Splatoon 2 for a little bit longer, I might as well say it. What ends up happening is, a lot of people list the Rising Ultimate form that was debuted in Decade's solo film, All Riders vs. Die Shocker, as a final form for the original Kuga, Godai Yusuke. That's wrong, because the Kuga that gains that form is not the original Kuga Godai Yusuke, it's the alternate universe Kuga from Decade, Onodori Yusuke. He's the one who obtains that form by corrupted moon magic thing. Look, I don't fucking know. I kind of barely remember All Riders. I barely remember All Riders, and all I remember is Onodori got that form because of the rock that Tsukasa's sister had that apparently was bad and turned someone evil. And it gave Onodori the Rising Ultimate form, which he got to be in control of because of his bond with Tsukasa later in the film. Now, I know people do that because of the Wizard special, the Wizard Heisei special, where all of the Heisei writers showed up. And, well, suit-wise, they all showed up except Tsukasa, who got to show up in person. And once more, get to be in a bad crossover thing, because Tsukasa can't get a goddamn good movie indoor special to save his fucking life, I swear. But it showed that, like, the Kuga that showed up there was the original Godai Yusuke Kuga, and he attained Rising Ultimate, and he was shown to have Rising Ultimate. Why? I don't know. Me, at least, I call bullshit. Anyone who says Kuga's final form is Rising Ultimate is wrong, in my opinion. At least if we're talking about original Kuga. If we're talking about secondary writer, Decade Kuga, fine. I'm okay with that. But if we're talking about original, like, Kuga series Kuga, and you say Rising Ultimate, I say bullshit. I say you are wrong. I don't care what that special says. What that special says, because there is no context for what that form, for how Godai attained that form, because there's no in-series explanation you could give that explains that. I think it's said somewhere on a wiki somewhere that it's somehow the rising powers blended together with the ultimate powers, but I thought that was the entire point of Ultimate to start with. Granted, it's not like Ultimate is that well explained in Kuga itself to start with. So there's that problem. But, like, I feel it's bullshit. Like, if you want to throw out there... I forgot what the SIC form's called as I pop the mic. I forget what the SIC form is called, but it's some other, like, further evolution of Ultimate. Like, something that's beyond Rising Ultimate and... or beyond the original Ultimate and the Rising Ultimate, and it looks better than Rising Ultimate, because Rising Ultimate looks terrible in my opinion in terms of the Kuga aesthetic. Like, it absolutely portrays the absolutely beautiful design of Ultimate and makes it look terrible by what it does to that, the base design when it tries to, like, upgrade it. But I forget what it's called. It's only been a thing for a few months, I think. But again, it's a thing that only showed up in a side story, in an SIC side story that only exists in a comic that we'll probably never get the translations for. To start with. And for me, at least, a final form for a writer is mainly for the series. Like, if we want to talk all the material for that character, you can consider that. But for me, for the most part, final forms are mainly within the series, and the confines of the series and what's shown in the series. Especially if it's granted, Ultimate's only shown one time as well, so that can't use that argument. Because most of these one-off upgrades to final form material are only ever used fucking once because they are a one-off for a movie or a special. But Ultimate's kind of the exception to that rule, I feel like, because there's a reason it only showed up once, and there's a reason for its one-shot appearance in the series, and... Look, the point of it is, Ultimate is Kuga's final form for me. If we're talking Godai Kuga, if we're talking Onodori Kuga, you can consider Rising Ultimate. Consideration for Rising Ultimate is fine in my opinion. The SIC form is okay if you want to go with that interpretation, but considering the little context we have for what that form is and how I assume Godai Kuga attains that form, I don't care for it. Like, that's the short and the long of the spiel. And I know absolutely maybe one person who listens to this will give a damn about my gripe and complain about this. Oh, the Black Cat Silver Sable movie's dead? Good. That was going to be a terrible movie to start with. Now, I am probably going to end off the stream here in a little bit, since it's like 10:30, and I should probably end off at some point. I was just going to check Community Day stuff. was just gonna double check the times for the Pokemon Go Community Day for Dratini. And apparently Shiny Dratini is in fact showing up during it, so good luck to those searching for it. Out there catching all the Dratinis. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream since I've been going 2.5 hours. I might just do a Particles tomorrow because it's like 10:30. It wouldn't be the first time I've done a Particles and releases the same day, so it's not the hugest deal in the world. But if you want to check out more of our stuff, there's the site tgstgsr.org for all our list of articles for the podcast, the YouTube for an archive of a lot of our material that is not here on Twitch, the Twitter for an updates of when we're live, the Twitch you are watching currently that has an archive of all of our recent Twitch material, all the recent material we've been doing on since it's archived on Twitch instead of YouTube. And we're going to be moving our archive over to Twitch eventually. You can check out me on Twitter at peaceberry2448 if you are feeling frisky. I will be back tomorrow with Rampant Epsilon for the podcast, The Gaming Saloon, where we talk about all sorts of wonderful video game news stuff. Shouldn't be anything. I don't think it'll be anything super spectacular these 2 weeks, because I don't think anything super spectacular has happened these 2 weeks, except for maybe some really dumb things, but I have to wait and see. Anyway, I will see you all.